In last two videos we have discussed about how to do some transactions with our supplier. So accounts payable and inventory. Now we are going to discuss how to do the transactions with customers using Sage 50 accounting software. In this part we discuss how to place how to get customer quotes and how to get customer orders and how to enter invoices and other information. අපි කලින් මොඩියුල්ස් දෙකේදී කතා කරේ සැපියුම් කරුවන්ට කොහොමද සැපියුම් කරුවන්ගෙන් භාණ්ඩ ඕඩර් කරන්නේ සහ ඒ ඕඩර් වලට අදාළ තොරතුරු ඕඩර්ස් ඉන්වොයිසස් වලට අදාළ තොරතුරු කොහොමද අපි Sage 50 accounting software එක කරා වාර්තා කරන්නේ සහ ඊළඟට inventory adjustments කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා අපි කතා කළා. දැන් අපි මේ මොඩියුල් එකේදී කතා කරන්නේ අපි ගනුදෙනු කරවන්නේ කරන ගනුදෙනු භාණ්ඩ ණයට විකිණීම සහ ගනුදෙනු කරුවන්ගෙන් ඕඩර්ස් ලබා ගැනීම සහ කෝඩ්ස් ලබා ගැනීම සහ ඕඩර්ස් ලබා ගැනීම ඊළඟට ඒවා ප්‍රොසෙස් කරලා ඉන්වොයිසස් නිකුත් කිරීම වගේ කටයුතු කරගන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. So accounts receivable transactions can be entered in a variety of ways. Quotes can be entered for customers and can be converted to sales orders or sales invoices when the customer commits to the sale. So first when we අපිට ඒතර මුලින්ම customers ලගේ quotes විදිහට අපි enter කරගන්න පුළුවන්. පස්සේ ඒවා sales orders බවට හෝ sales invoices බවට පරිවර්තනය කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Then sales orders can be entered when customer orders are received. Sales invoicing allows you to fill orders or enter invoices unrelated to orders. Sales invoices can be paid using the receipts task. Finance charges can be applied to outstanding customer balances using the apply finance charges task. So we can enter customer quotes and enter customer sales orders and create invoices and do payments and get finance charges from late payments. So මේ ටික කරගන්න පුළුවන්. එකක් තමයි customer side quotes enter කරගන්න පුළුවන් sales orders, sales invoices, payments ඊළඟට සහ ගෙවින් ප්‍රමාද කරන customers වලට මේ පොලි එහෙම finance charges අය කරගන්න සියලුම ගනුදෙනු ටික කරගන්න පුළුවන් Sage 50 accounting software එක පාවිච්චි කරලා. Each transaction updates the journals, which in turn update the general ledger. However, quotes and sales orders do not update the general ledger. The flow of accounts receivable task is illustrated below. You can see that we can get customer quotes, then sales orders. If we have received sales orders, we can update the sales order journal. Then after sales orders are placed, we can issue invoices or credit memos. When customers do payments, we can record receipts and apply finance charges. So when we can update the sales journal and cash receipts journal. Finally, we can update the general ledger. First thing is entering quotes. Customers or prospects often request pricing information about goods or services that a company sells. So මුලින්ම quote එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ කවුරු හරි customer කෙනෙක් ව්‍යාපාරයෙන් විමසනවා අපි විකුණන භාණ්ඩ හා සේවා සම්බන්ධ යම් තොරතුරු භාණ්ඩ කියන භාණ්ඩ සම්බන්ධ මිල ගණන් වල තොරතුරු අපි විමසීමක් කරනවා. ඒ වෙනි අවස්ථාවකදී ඒවට අපි කියනවා customer quotes කියලා. Customers or prospects often request pricing information about goods or services that a company sells. Since they are not receiving any products or services, they are provided with a quote. when customers or prospects customers receive pricing information about some goods or services that our company is selling, so we provide customers a quote. These quotes do not affect the general ledger. මේක ගිණුමක් අපි ඇත්තටම බාණ්ඩ සපයන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් අපි යම් බාණ්ඩ පිළිබඳ බාණ්ඩ හය මිලගන්න පිළිබඳ විස්තරයක් දෙනවා පාරිභෝගිකයට. ඒක අපිට මේකෙන් ක්‍රියේට් කරගන්න පුළුවන් අපේ software එක පාවිච්චි කරලා. නමුත් මෙතනදී අපි ගනුදෙනුවක් අතරම සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ නැති නිසා general ledger එකට අපි වාර්තා කරන්නේ නැහැ, ගිණුම්ගත කරන්නේ නැහැ. To enter quotes, click tasks menu button, select costs, sales orders, proposals, then click quotes. Or click customers and sales navigation button, click quotes and select new quotes. So there are two ways to enter quotes. Go to tasks, then quote, sales orders, proposals, select quotes. Or you can go to sales quotes and proposals, select new quote. There are two ways. ක්‍රම දෙකකට මේක ගන්න පුළුවන්. Quotes window. This is the quotes window. So first you have to select the customer ID from the list that you have entered in the customer module. So select customer ID from the list that you are expected to sell the goods. Then computer automatically takes ship to information from early set defaults. Then computer takes this shipping information from the entered customer information. Then select the quote date from the calendar. Select expected date of shipment from goods through field. Enter the quote number, enter the details. So now we are going to enter two customer quotes. First customer ID IBRDS001. IBRDS001, IBR the Silva. Then select the quote date. January 12, 2019. Select goods to 27th January 2019, 27th January 2019. Then enter the quote number QU001, QU001. Then enter the customer purchase order number. P7859. Ship via, select ship via company delivered. select accounts receivable code. So then select then select the product item. From item you can select the product item COM1 assembled computer. It gets the description. Enter the quantity 5. Then sales tax ID 0 at enter freight amount 2500. This is not the amount you have to type here 5. So it shows the total amount and tax and the freight amount, then the code total. To print the code you can click print. So you can select your default printer and you can view a print preview. Now you can see a customer quotation. You can print it using your printer and send it to the customer. So the customer කෙනෙක් මොකක් හරි අපි විකුණන භාණ්ඩ යක් හෝ භාණ්ඩ කිහිපයක් පිළිබඳව මෙහෙම කෝට් එකක් නැත්නම් prices පිළිබඳ විස්තර ඉල්ලුවාම customer කෙනෙක් කියනවා අපිට මට මේ computers වලින් මට පහක් ගන්න ඕනේ ගාන කීයද කියලා. ඒකට අපි භාණ්ඩ පිළිබඳ විස්තර ටිකයි unit price එක කීයද total price එක කීයද VAT තියෙනවා නම් ඒවා freight charges තියෙනවා ඒවා ඒ ටික දාලා quotation එකක් හදලා මේ විදිහට print කරලා අපිට customer ට යවන්න පුළුවන්. Then click save. You can save this code. Then the next one, select the customer ID JJ001. Date January 13th 2019. Goods to 28 January 2019. Then quote number QU002. Customer purchase order number JP 2 546 ship via customer pickup. Then product item, network card, quantity 15, then sales tax ID 15% VAT, freight amount no. Then you can get a print preview. If you want, you can get a printout of this quotation, then save. These are only quotes, so these are not transactions, so these are not going to record in the ledger. Ledger එකට යන්නේ මේ transaction යන්නේ මේ quote එකක් පමණක් නිසා. So then converting quotes into sales orders or sales invoices. So when we send the quote to the customer, so if customer like to buy the product, he or she places a sales order. That customer කෙනෙකුට quote එකක් කියවට පස්සේ ආ බණ්ඩේ මිලදී ගන්න කැමති නම් එයා අපිට sales order එකක් place කරනවා. يعني මේක ඕනේ කියලා අපිට ඉල්ලනවා. So then we can create a sales order and create sales invoice. So we can convert the quote into sales orders or sales invoice. So first, how to do the task? Click list in the menu bar, select customers and sales, click quotes, select date range, double click the required quote or select required quote and click open. Click convert button, tick either sales invoice or sales order, enter sales invoice number or sales order number, click OK. Or click customers and sales navigation bar button, click quotes, select view and edit quotes, select date range to the current year, double click the required quote, select required quote and click open or click convert button. Likewise you can do that. So we are going to convert these quotes number 1 and 2 to the sales orders. There are two ways to do this. First, go to the list in the menu bar, lists in the menu bar, then customers and sales, quotes. Then you can see the quote list. So select the date range this year, for this year so select the period from here, or you can select all transactions. Then you have to double click on the quotes then click convert button. You are about to save transaction. Yes, click yes. Convert this code to a sales invoice. Tick this button, select this choice, sales or invoice. Then you can type the sales order number here. So since this is a sales order, we can get the sales order number. Not this one, select the sales order. Since this is a sales order, then SO number, SO 001. Then click OK. So it gets a warning message, you do not have enough for one or more of the inventory items to sell. Click OK. Then convert key view 002. Convert it. Sales order, type the sales order number SI001. This is a sales invoice, so sales invoice number, sales invoice SI001. Click OK. Now we have converted sales quotes into sales orders or sales invoices. So we have converted the sales quote to a sales order or sales invoice. Now we are going to see how to enter sales orders. Sales orders are used when a customer agrees to purchase items or services that are not shipped immediately. Sales order එකකින් කියන්නේ අපි දැනට අපි customer අපෙන් බාණ්ඩ මිලදී ගන්න කැමැත්ත ප්‍රකාශ කරලා තියෙනවා. නමුත් බාණ්ඩ දැනට යවලා නැහැ. ඒවට අපි කියනවා sales order එකක් කියලා. අපිට order එකක් කරලා තියෙනවා මේ බාණ්ඩ උනේ කියලා. So create sales orders. We can either convert sales quotes to orders or we can create separate sales orders. Now we are going to see how to create separate sales orders. Click tasks in the menu bar, select quote, sales orders, proposals, click sales orders, or click customers and sales navigation bar button, click sales orders and select new sales order. There are two ways. Tasks, quote, sales order, proposals, click sales orders, or go to sales orders and new sales order. You can see the sales order window. So using the sales order window, you can enter the sales order information. So now we are going to enter a sales order. First, select customer ID KAM001. Then select the sales order date. January 16, 2019. Then ship by 26th of January 2019. Then sales order number SO002. Then customer purchase order number two three four 115. Ship via customer pickup. Then select product item, HP laser printer. Then enter the quantity 10. Then select the sales tax ID 15, VAT. There is no print amount. Then you can get a print preview. For the sales order. Then you can save this sales order. So now we have learned how to create a sales order, how to create a customer quote, and how to create a sales order. Now we are going to see how to create a sales invoice. Entering sales invoice. Now let's see how to enter sales invoice. Sales invoices are used to bill for customers. Sales invoicing is also used to invoice customers for items that have been entered on sales orders. Unlike quotes and sales orders, invoice updates the general ledger. So, what is the difference between sales invoices, quotes, and sales orders? Sales invoice is used to bill customers. සේල්ස් කෝට් එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ අපි කස්ටමර්ට යම්කිසි බාණ්ඩ සහ ඒ මිල ගණන් පිළිබඳ විස්තරයක් කියනවා. සේල්ස් ඕඩර් එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ බාණ්ඩ ඒ මිලදී ගන්න කැමැත්ත ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා මේ පිළිබඳ විස්තර දාලා යන එකක්. සේල්ස් ඉන්වොයිස් එකේදී කරන්නේ හිම බාණ්ඩේ පරිභෝග කැමතුනට පසුව බාණ්ඩ සපයන ගමන් ඒ සපයපු බාණ්ඩ සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඕ කරපු සේල්ස් ඕඩර් එක සම්බන්ධයෙන් බිලක් කැවෙනවා. මෙතනදී ඇත්තටම මොකද සිද්ධ වෙන නිසා sales invoice එකක් එක්ක කරාම මේකේ ඒ හරහා අපි invoice එක අප්ඩේට් වෙනවා. මේ ledger එක අප්ඩේට් වෙනවා. now sales quote එකදී හරි sales order එකදී හරි ledger එක අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එතන ඇත්තටම ගණනුවක් සිද්ධ වෙලා නැහැ. පාරිභෝගික බාණ්ඩේ මිලදී ගැනීමේ කැමැත්තක් ප්‍රකාශ කර තිබීම පමණයි. මෙතනදී sales invoice එක අපි එක්ක කරනවා අනිවාර්යයෙන් ඒක general ledger එක අප්ඩේට් වෙනවා. to enter general ledger, click task in the menu bar, select sales and invoicing, or click customers and sales navigation bar button, click sales invoices and select new sales invoice. There are two ways to enter a sales invoice. Go to tasks, then sales invoicing, or you can go to sales invoices and click new sales invoice. now you can see the sales invoicing window. You can enter sales invoicing information using the sales invoice window. So there are two options in creating an invoice. First one is entering sales invoices against sale orders. If a customer has placed a particular sales order, we can fill it. So we can convert the sales order into a sales invoice. කස්ටමර් කෙනෙක් අපිට සේල්ස් ඕඩර් එකක් කරලා තියෙනවානේ සේල්ස් ඕඩර් එකට අදාළ භාණ්ඩ යවනවා නම් කෙනෙක් ෆිල් කරනවා නම් ඒ හරහා අපිට සේල්ස් ඉන්වොයිස් එකක් නිකුත් කරනවා නම් ඒක තමයි පළවෙනි ක්‍රමය. or we can enter sales invoice without sales order. sales order එකක් නැතුව කෙලින්ම පරිභෝගිකයට සපයන භාණ්ඩ සම්බන්ධයෙන් අපිට ඉන්වොයිස් එකක් යවන්න පුළුවන්. there are two ways. When entering sales invoices against sales orders, select customer ID from the list that you are expected to sell the goods. Then computer automatically takes ship to information. Then select the sales invoice date and enter sales invoice number. Then select relevant sales order number and enter ship quantity and freight amount. Then click save. Or if there is no any sales order, you can follow this procedure. Select customer ID, then select the invoice date and sales invoice number, then select apply to sales order tab, enter customer purchase order number and shipping method, shipping date and enter other information. Now we are going to enter some transactions. First enter customer ID KAM001 KAM001. Then select the sales invoice date January 26th 2019. Enter the sales invoice number SI002 SI002. Then select the sales order number from here SO002. Then enter the shipped quantity 5. Then it calculates the total amount with sales tax, and it says so it displays the balance, customer balance and the credit limit. Then now you can save the invoice. It shows some notification that is customer balance go over the credit limit. Click OK. Click yes. Then we are going to create new invoice. Select customer ID WA001. then select the invoice date. February 1st 2019. Sales is invoice number SI003. Then enter the customer purchase order number. Then select customer purchase order number WSD 58569. Then ship via company delivered. Ship date 4th of February. Sales invoice number. Enter the ship date. Select product item, Sage software. Then enter the quantity 2. Then select the sales tax ID 15 VAT. There is no any freight amount. Then click save. Then the next customer LEY001. Sales invoice date February 24th 2019. Then sales invoice number SI004. Select apply to sales order tab. Customer purchase order number 5459. Ship via company delivered. Shipping date 28 February 2019. Then product item HP laser printer. Quantity 4. Then sales tax ID 15 VAT. Freight amount 1000 rupees. Then click save. So now we have created 3 sales invoices. Now by refreshing the customers and sales navigation area, so you can see that the customer balances are already updated. And customers ට අපි මේ විදිහට sales invoices create කළාට පස්සේ අපිට මේක refresh කරාම ඔයගලන්ට පේනවා customer balances අදාළ විදිහට update වෙලා තියෙනවා. then entering customer credit notes. When some items are provided to a particular customer, sometimes the items may be outdated, or there may be some damaged items, or some items are not matched with the customer specification. So customers customers return some goods to the vendor, so to the content. So these customer credit memos used to record goods that returned by the customers. Yani බාණ්ඩ සමහර අපි සපයපු බාණ්ඩ සමහර හේතු නිසා යල් පැනීම, කැඩී බිඳී තිබීම, එහෙම නැත්නම් කාලෙකුත් වී තිබීම හෝ වෙනත් හේතු නිසා යම් බාණ්ඩ සියල්ලම හෝ යම් ප්‍රමාණයක් ආපහු කස්ටමර්ස්ලා එවන්න පුළුවන්. එවන නැවත හරවා එවන බාණ්ඩ සම්බන්ධ වාර්තා කිරීමට අපි යොදා ගන්නවා customer credit notes or credit memos. Click tasks from main menu or select credit memos, or click customers and sales navigation bar button, select credits and returns button, select new credit memo. Go to tasks, then credit memos, or you can go to credits and returns and select new credit memo. Now you can see the credit memo window. Using this window you can enter the credit memo information, sales returns information. So this is the credit memo window. So create credit memos against existing sales invoices, or create credit memos as an open credit. අපි නිකුත් කරලා තියෙන invoice එක දාලා බාන්න ආපහු එවනවා නම් අපිට credit memo එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන් sales invoice එකක් සම්බන්ධ කරලා. එහෙම නැතුවත් අපිට එවන බාන්න වෙනම enter කරන්න පුළුවන්. If create credit memos against existing sales invoices, select customer ID and enter the information. Then apply to invoice number tab, you can select the relevant invoice number and enter the return quantity. Or you can select the customer ID and the information. Then select apply to purchases tab, then select the item and return quantity and other information. Now we are going to enter two credit memos. First one is against existing sales invoice, other one is a credit memo without a sales invoice. First one, first select the customer ID JJ001. Select the date January 15, 2019. Then enter the credit number CM001, credit memo number CM001. Then select the relevant invoice number SI001. Then select the return quantity 1. Then click save. Click yes. In the next credit memo, select customer ID KAM001, KAM001, then select date February 9th 2019, credit number 002, enter the item 15 LCD monitor, apply to sales tab, LCD monitor item, then enter the return quantity 1, enter the sales tax ID 15 VAT, then click save. Then we are going to see how to charging finance charges from customers. Then there may be customers whose the credit period is expired, but they have not yet paid the amount. So we have to charge finance charges from that customers. Finance charges are calculated on the overdue amounts for all customers who have the apply finance charges option selected in the maintain customers prospects window, early set defaults, and meet the filtering criteria given in the calculate finance charge window. To charge finance charge, click task, select finance charge, or click customers and sales navigation bar button, click finance charge. There are two ways. Task finance charge or click on finance charges. Then you can see the finance charge window, and you can view the starting customer, ending customer, type, mask, and other information. Starting customer means select the customer with whom you want to start off charging finance charge. If you want finance charges for just this one customer, select the starting customer only button of the window. කෙනෙක් customer කෙනෙකුට විතර නම් අපිට finance charge කරන්න ඕනේ, you have to select the starting customer only button. So you have to, if you want to apply finance charge for range of customers, you have to give the starting customer and the ending customer. Type mask, select the customer type by which you need to sort customers. You can select the customer types from here. So that is Sage 15 is case sensitive, so you have to specify the right customer type. If you do not select starting customer and ending customer, the finance charge will be calculated for all customers. If you want to charge financial charge for all customers, you can keep these fields blank, starting customer and ending customer. මේ දෙක නොදී තිබුණොත් ඔක්කොම customers ලට finance charges අය වෙනවා. Calculate finance charge for a range of customers. Select starting customer ID and ending customer ID and enter other information, then click OK. Or if you want to calculate finance charge for all customers, enter date and click OK and enter the other information. So you have to calculate finance charge for all customers on April 30th 2019. So go to the, so first enter date, April 30th 2019. Then tick yes, then click OK. Then apply, tick yes on apply finance charges. Then tick screen checkbox on the report destination field. Screen, report destination should be the screen, it is displayed on the screen. If you want to print this, you can select the printer. Then tick no checkbox in the print calculation field. Click yes on the apply finance charge. Click no in the print calculation sheet. For the report destination, select the screen. Tick summary or detail checkbox in the finance charge report selection window. Then click OK. Then click OK. Click OK. Because this date is not within the current period, first we have to change the system date in our computer. So when you are working using this Sage 50 software, and if you are working on last year, not the current year, so please change the system date. So adjust date time. Then you have to change the date and time. So change the date. Change the date as June 1st 2019. click OK. Either you can change the system date using this options. Change system date. You can set the current date to 2019 June 1st 2019, then click OK. Then you can try to finance charges. There is an error. I will show you how to the error. So for that moment we avoid these things. දැනට මම එක පොඩ්ඩක් තියන්නම් ඒක explain කරන්න කොහොමද කරන්න කියලා. Oh, I will change that to the current system date. September 1st. Change the system date. And after setting finance charges, we can write off a customer's bad debt. In some cases, customers will not pay the money owed, and the සමහර කස්ටමර්ස්ලා සමහර පාරිභෝගිකයෝ යම් හේතු නිසා ඔවුන්ට ගෙවන්න තියෙන මුදල ගෙවීම පැහැර වෙනවා. සමහරට අසනීපේ නිසා වුණත් හිතාමතා හෝ පාරිභෝගිකයෙක් යම්කිසි කස්ටමර් කෙනෙක් ගනුදෙනු කරන මිය යාම නිසා හෝ අපිට ලැබිය යුතු වටිනාකම් ලැබිය යන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවා. වෙන අවස්ථාවලදී අපි ඒවා බොල්නා හැටි නැත්නම් bad debt හැටියට කපා හරින්න ඕනේ. In some cases, customers will not pay the money owed, and the accounts receivable must be written off to bad debt expense. Bad debt sometimes write off against a specific invoice or customer for total amount owed to the company. සමහර invoice එකක් හරි නැත්නම් සමහර customer ගේ amount එක හරි අපි bad debt හැටියට කපා හරිනවා. So do that. Click task, then select receipts, or click customers and sales navigation bar. Select receive money. Select receive money from customer. Then you have to select the cash account, then click OK, select customer ID, enter reference, select date, select cash account, select bad debt expense from the list, then select apply to invoices tab, then tick check boxes relevant to the invoices, then click save. Now we are going to write off this customer's amount as bad debt. Receive money from customer. Then you can select cash account, either Bank of Ceylon account or cash on hand. Select cash on hand. For Bank of Ceylon account we can keep it, then click OK. Then you have to select the customer ID WAS001. It shows the all the invoices. Then enter the reference WO001. Reference WO001. Select date January 30th 2019. So select cash account, so select the bad debt account. It only shows the cash accounts. So we have to change go to chart of accounts, So first you have to change the bad debt accounts as a cash account. Go to maintain chart of accounts. Then select the bad debt account. You can select the bad debt account. Bad debt expense. Temporarily change it to a cash account. This is on temporary change. තාවකාලිකව අපි cash account එකක් හැටියට මේක save කරනවා. Then save it. Then close it. Then go to receive money from customer. Select any bank account, click OK. Then here you have to select the customer ID. WA001. Then enter the reference WO001. Then date 30th January 2019. Then select the bad debt expense account. Then write off invoice number 095. Only tick the pay button for the invoice 095. Select payment method cash. Then click save. click yes. Now go to the maintain chart of accounts. Select the account bad debt expense. Change the type to expenses. Then click save. Now you can see the debited amount here. Also then customers accounts are updated. You can see that. So now we have learned how to do the customer transactions. So this is the end of the session 8. So first you have to create your backup. Go to file and create the backup. Include company name in the backup file and click backup. And give location to the backup file. Click save. Click OK and it creates the backup. After creating the backup, you may exit the window. Then exit the window by clicking on the close button.